Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, November 17th, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. So at the beginning of the new trading week, we got data from Japan. GDP is down from 0.6 to minus 0.4%, and on a yearly measure, it's down even bigger from 2.3% to minus 1.8%. Basically, it's still a little bit more than expected drop to minus 2.5%. Nevertheless, it's still big thing here for the Japan and from the Japanese GDP. Industrial production up from minus 1.5 to 2.6 in Japan, and we are looking at the other bunch of data today. GDP in Switzerland scheduled for this at 9 o'clock. ECB, the Windows will give a speech at 9:15. Italian CPI is scheduled for this at 10 o'clock. At the same time, German Buba, Mauderer will give a speech. Eurozone economic forecast are scheduled for this at 11 o'clock. Then we have data from Canada. Housing starts at 2:15. Then we have core CPI and CPI data together with the Virgin Securities purchases scheduled for this at 2:30. In the meantime, we got Bank of England MPC member Mann to give a speech 2:20, and 2:30 we got New York Empire State Manufacturing Index. FOMC member Williams will give a speech at 3 o'clock. 45 minutes later, we got speech from ECB Lane again. Then we got the federal budget balance scheduled for is at 5 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, we got FOMC member Kashkari to give a speech at the end of the day. 55 minutes past 9, Fed's Weller will give a speech as well. So plenty of speeches today from the Fed officials. Maybe even the data will be accurate for today, and this data might be updated after the government shutdown. We will see later on, but now without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar 4-hour time frame chart is looking quite good for the boost. However, as you can see, this is flat line on the RSI, and this non-event non-movement here on the euro dollar is telling us that the possible local top has been made, and this is the consecutive low here in the series of the lower lows and lower highs. So it looks like the bears are still in charge of this market right now. We are testing the level of 1.1609. This is the technical support. Then 100 periods moving average supposed to be tested, 1.1578, and the major technical support at 1.1544 is next. Swing low is still located at the level of 1.1470, and this is where this market is possibly going later. British pound, as you can see on the chart, has not been seen moving up and down whatsoever. We are stuck between this local range, inside of this local range between these levels 1.1391 and the technical support at 1.3086. So right now, very low volatility environment on the British pound, which means that the market is still waiting for the for another movement, for another trigger to create the movement to the upside or to the downside. In the background, we got down trend or downside correction. The major level here is 1.3248, and as long as this level is not violated, the outlook remains bearish. US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still moving roughly around the last swing high, 154.50. The local low has been made at 153.63, so that's still the major low, just where the 100 periods moving average is on a 4-hour time frame chart. Momentum is a little bit positive, 55 points, but it doesn't actually look like this market wants to go any higher. It doesn't actually look like this market wants to move above the level of 155.05. So the outlook remains bullish. However, it doesn't actually look like volatility is increasing. Gold market, as you can see, reversed lower. Right now $4,087. So we established a lower low at 4,244 and then moved significantly lower towards 100 periods moving average. Not much is going on here. Not much is right now going on gold after the breakout above the 100 periods moving average, and the rally will be continued once this situation is done. Crude oil data looks quite good. Nevertheless, there is still a range established here. Lows at 56.35, so that's the technical obviously support, and the highs, local highs at 62.59. So it's a quite wide range here. And then there is the situation with the oscillating roughly around the level of 50, up and down, and just roughly around the 100 period swing average. So this market is slightly neutral these days. Nevertheless, if you zoom out, you can see clearly that this market in the bigger perspective, for example, from the beginning of the August, keeps moving down. Consolidation keeps moving down, consolidation keeps moving down. So for now, there is no reason to believe that this down trend is now terminated or abandoned or something like this. There is no clue, no signs of any sort of the downtrend termination. So for now, the situation is quite clear. We are inside of this range and waiting for the breakout, most likely to the downside because of the background trend. And the situation with the Bitcoin, 95,815 right now. So we broke below this technical support at 98,000. So right now we need to change this. We need to change the color for this chart to for this trend line to red. Of course, horizontal line now will be the technical resistance. The next target for the bears is located lower, way lower, around 88,500. This is where the blue arrow is. So the distribution continues, and for now there is no way the market is moving higher if this supply zone here, $118,000 is violated. So we need to break above this area in order to continue the uptrend. As long as we trade below this area, the outlook remains bearish, and with the negative momentum, strong negative momentum, this is quite possible that the market will extend the downside movement back down towards 88,500. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.